Now, as everybody can see, everything is on an angle. Everything's on an angle. It doesn't matter what I show you. I have no idea where my camera is. Okay, now, I was going to try and start off from where I left off before. Does anybody know how to turn my screen around? I was going to turn where I left off before, and then I bumped into something. I bumped into this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. La, ti can be Italian or Atlantic. Okay? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It can be ray from the sun. Mi is amigo. Fa is the face of the spirit angel of Lanti, Lantancia. More to do with pasta, how they built the man, his face, how man is just like a big pasta bath. But if you take a look, it says do, re, mi is in the first area because the circle is in the D. It says I am within my own circle. A, B, C, I am the circle of D. That's why in piano it comes like this. Every fourth one, I am the circle of 8. I am the circle of 4. And right now in the presidency, that's the exact number. Now I wanted to continue, but we're all sideways. And I figured out part of the talisman from the Saturn star. We can do anything. When we run these grids, and there's many ways to run them, and we can stop at any time, we can say they're all wrong, but they're all right. When you put them in there for the reason that they've already begun to be there. They're already there from somebody else. We're just adding on the multiplication or the addition, turning them into different worlds. If you turn the center world from the two sides, all you have to do is go with roulette wheel. What is the roulette wheel? Well, either you bet in the corner and it gives you 8 to 1, you bet it right on at 35 to 1, or you bet it on the side at 17 to 1. Isn't that funny? 17 to 1, 1 and 7 is 8. 35 to 1, 3 and 5 is 8. 8 to 1 is 8. What else can you ask for? We got all the rules and regulations right there. Plus, you have 2 above and 2 to the side, in which are in the center of 2, 4, 6, and 8. And you have 1 in the corner of 1, 3, 7, and 9 to bet into the 8. If you bet into the double world, you'll be betting 2, 4, 6, and 8. You'll be getting 17 to 1. But if you bet into the corner world, you'll be getting 8 to 1. You'll be 1 of 4 on this side, 1 of 4 on this side, 1 of 4 on that side, 1 of 4 on this side. You'll be 1/4 of something. But if you're right in the center, you pick up a quarter, 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 you pick up a half, you pick up a half, you pick up a half. You pick up a half below when it falls right on your number. Then you get 35. 4 times 17 plus 35 equals Mercury, 103. Then 32 equals 135. Mercury 103 plus 32 equals 135. Those are the numbers that you get in the roulette game, and I've got anchovy paste all over my books. Blame it on me. This is what I was talking about. Well, I'm going to take out all this. Yeah, we're going to take all that out. We've got all kinds of anchovy paste all over. I duplicate anyways everything else. This is inside the roulette table. Look at the number 8 that shows up. I bet 2 below, a chip below, and a chip above. I bet a chip on this side. I bet a chip on this side. I bet 1 chip over here. Imagine if I bet up 4 chips over here because I had the 4 corners. I bet 2 chips because I had 2, so I'll bet 1 here. I'll bet 2 here because there's 2 positions. I'll bet 4 here because there's 4 positions. Then we'll add this up and see what we win when we get back. Do you know what the cards 7 and 8 are for? This is the moon in man's mind. This is the moon and this is the moon. I call them the moons now, the 7 and the 8. I don't have to call them the moons. I can call it this world and that world. See, in this world there's 5 above and there's 2 below. This world over here does not have a center marking to it. So now we have to understand all the cards. We'll explain that another day. We're not going to get into that right now. So this over here, would be exactly how the ship has stopped. They had made all the bets in all the corners. And now the brains that are underneath are somewhere, maybe even on Mars. Maybe even on Mars. Right? You think Mars is that far away? We can get there in a couple of days? What if Mars was China? What if there was no China to get here? What if you got on an ocean liner and it went into the air where there was an ocean under you? Or what if the ocean liner was that close to you that you went through the Suez Canal and you were actually in another world? Who taught you and told you and showed you? When you fly into the air, you don't see the earth below. I'd like to know how many people that fly in the air actually see the earth below. And if they do see the earth below, all you got to do is a little bit on an angle, and you're towards the other planet already. And you're looking at the other planet that was made up to be the duplicate face of Earth, because it's China. Now, I've got this problem. If somebody can tell me how to turn this screen around, take a look at my screen. It's sideways. Look, you see there's my wall is straight, but my screen is sideways. I don't know how to turn it around except to just, I can't even control my camera. So, sex wins over, oh my God, I'm a homo, but I didn't mean it. IT world. Why do we have the IT worlds? Because it's number 29. It's 9 and it's 20. 5 and 4, 5 times 4 equals it. 5 and 4 is the sun all the way around. 5 by 4, 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 and 5 and 4. 5 by 4 is everything. 5 times 4 is 20, you get the two 10 worlds, and 5 and 4 is 9, you got the complete inside of what's birthed inside the 10 world. The head is in the sky, number 5, and his hips are down below. That's right. Your hips are in one world, and your head is in another world. Your hips and all the functions of everything in there, your liver and whatever else goes on, I don't know, but if we sat down, we can find out how the two worlds work. That's why we have to have 5 and 5. 7 times 6 is 42. We don't need anything, but 7 and 6 is 13, that we need everything in between. I know I'm not saying this right. I've got all this toilet paper here trying to... Oh my God, it feels like I got a whole Navy crew here. Here is exactly this. Now I have in my phone camera, I did this today already, but I'll do it again. Here you put a chip over here, you get 17 chips for one. Now if you would put 2 chips over here, I would get 34. 34 is Earth and Mars. Earth and Mars, Earth and Mars, Earth and Mars, Earth and Mars. But over here, if you put 4 chips, because it takes up 4 areas, you get 32. You get the back door, 23 to 32. 32 plus 5 is 37. This would be 17. Plus 17 is 34. 4 would be here, 3 would be here. This is the 3 position, this is the 4 position. If I had to connect my dice, okay, we'll do that in a minute. This is 35 to 1. This is 8 to 1. If I bet the center and 1 chip all the way around, I'll end up getting, on this one, 8, 25, 33, 43, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 102, 110, 125, 143. AC/DC. 143. AC/DC. Plus I get all my chips back again. So I get AC/DC, plus I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 134, 143. AC/DC again. Starting with the same chips that I stopped with. Now if we took this dice of number 1 would connect this one here to this one here. That would be 25. You see? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we take the 4, which is over here. And we connect it over here. See the way I put the 4 on that side? See the way I put that in that corner? There's your 45. You see the way I put the 3's in the right way? Now we need an 8. Okay, we need an 8 to come. So in order to get an 8, we have to put a 6. We'd have to put a 6. And we put a 6 in this way. You see the way they connect here? And I'm out of dice. So I'm going to use this. See that? That would be the same thing. Now what we're supposed to do is this and this one connect together. Okay? This one and this one connect together make 7. This one and this one come on together to create 7. This one here is 9. Comes over here to number 4, makes 13, but it's only a 7. We got to close the corners. We don't have a 9. If it was a 9, it would be a 6 and 3. Do you remember what we did? 6 and 3? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. All of these, when it comes into your body, they all become 3, 6, and 9. They're either in the 3 and the 6 or in the 9. The 9 is the whole package. It's from your tailbone to your tailbone. So once we got over here, this is 7. So we want to see it as 7. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put everything to where they go. This one goes over here. This one goes over here. That's 7. This one goes over here. This one goes over here. That's 7. So from connecting this, we have 8. And where the 3 is, we have 25. We have connecting where the 6 is 17. Where the 1 was 8 is 25. So no matter what we do and we turn the whole thing up, we're always going to get 8 and 17, 8 and 7. Even if we flip this for the 9 and 4, 13, and the 7 and 6, 13. If we go 7 and 6, 13, it'd be 13 plus 25, 35, 38. We take this one, number 9, this one, number 4, 13. 9 and 8 is 17. 17 and 4 is 21, and 17 is 38. Do you follow me? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're changing it. We're putting what goes here. The 1 goes here. So when we flip the 1 and 6 over, we'd end up with 6 and 1 is 7. We'd end up with 1 and 6 is 7. When we flip the 3, 4 over, 3 goes over here in the 4 position. We end up with 3 and 4 is 3 and 4 is 7, and 4 and 3 would be 7. But now if we take the 4, which reverse the spots of 3 and 4 and 8 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 17 is 20. 2 would be the answer here. 3 would be the answer here. 2, 3 creation. Now if we put it over here, and we put it over here, this is 1 and 6. 1 goes to 1 is 9. 6 goes to 17 is 23, and 9 is 32. This is your backdoor entry, 32. This is on your roulette table. Do you follow me with all these dice? If you want to go 4, 7, 4, the only way to go 4, 7, 4 is to go 3, 1, 3. 4, 7, 4, 4, 7, 4. 4, 7, 4, because this one is an automatic 7. So 4, the opposite is 3, opposite is 3. You end up with this. You hold it to the center, it's 5, 2, 5. This comes from the talisman. You hold it to the center, it's 4, 6, 4. And 2, 5, 2. When you have 2, 5, and 2, this is Jesus' number. This is 4, 7, 7, 4. Let me show you where 4, 7, 7, 4 is. I'm going to see if I can get this over here. See the two boats, the top and the bottom over here, smokestacks. Okay, now let me see if it's down here. Let me see if it's over here. This is not it. Let me clean this up. What are you guys doing? You got cats, all kinds of cats. Cats and more cats. That's all I got here is cats. So, okay, so let me take this away and this away. Okay, let me see where I am right here. Okay. I want to see if I'm on the right, because I have another thing with piano notes. See where it says 1, 3, 1, where I took out the A, I went 3, I came 1, I went 3, I came 1. Well, this setup of piano notes, now that I'm here, I just want to see which page it's on. I just keep writing and writing and write. Well, you see, it's terrible book, terrible book. Yeah, I know I'm wasting paper, but I just can't stand it. They give me a terrible book. So let me figure, I want to find this little thing that I did. You see again, they just come out. And I should complain to the company because I'm pissed. When my pages are flying out and I can't keep things in order, I am pissed. Here's another one. It's a good thing I have nothing marked on them. This is the piano notes. I can either go A, B, C and write this one down, or I can go 1, 3, 1, 3, and this will be 1, 5, 2, 6. These will be all numbers, but at the same time, this is the first one, second, third, fourth. First one, second, third, fourth. This will be 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 9. 1, 5, and 9. 1, 5, and 9. 1, 5, and 9. Here's your 1, and your 5, and your 9. This is on your keyboard. This is left to right in your piano. When you add up certain keys, the 4th key, the 8th key, the 12th key, the 16th key, the 20th, all the way down to 52. What happens? We have two areas that will show up at 32. 4 is D, 432, or 324. This is jail and number 18. And D, 324, the 32nd one. 5. 5 is in the jail, and 52. And D number 18 one more time. 523, 342, or 432. It doesn't matter which side you put this one in, because that's where it's in. 432 is jail. 324 is the jailhouse. 216 is the time. So now we look down here and find out where it came from. This is the piano. When you go from left to right and right to left, we have the X, which is not really an X, but it's 2 commas. Each one holds a different egg. This one holds all their eggs in one basket. Here's the 2 wings. You see this design here? This is in roulette. This is at McDonald's at the same time. This will end up being your marijuana leaf. At the same time, this will come from Captain Hook, Jack Hook. This one over here, this is the football field, and it's also the submarine they just built. So we're not going to talk about this. We're going to talk about 7s and 7s. Remember I showed you on the dice how we get 7, how we get 5? Well, we put 14 on the left and 14 on the right for the reason that when this is up, we got 14 all around. We'll put this one down, and we'll put this one up. This will be the way man will go. We'll have 14 on one side, 14 the other. Automatic, you've got to put 14 to the center because he has to have the totality of what you are. Then he becomes twice of what anybody else is. He becomes 28, he's become 14. Now when you add him with him, it's the 42, and him, it's 42. There's still 1 and 6 left over. 21, 21, 35. 35 and 21, 45, 55, 56, 56. This would be 56, 28 times 28 moons. This would be the comet Ison that is coming, which is number 57. Don't worry about the 1. You can move away the 1. You can move away the 1 here because you have the 1 in here. These 2 end up in here. This one doubles up. It ends up on this corner. This 4 and this 3 make everything. Then we have the lights. You see what this is? 2 V's or 2 X's. You see these dots here? These are the railings. This is the eye that follows the railings. Goes zzz. Either it's the eye in your head or it's a real eye what's going on. Jamaica Maisonneuve. It's the name of a family. It says the month, the sound is new. I have, may, I can. This is telling us in the month of May we're going to know something, okay? I looked up Google, it showed up 379009 upside down, and I found out there was somebody in the Asian capital that was a captain just made a foolish mistake, and it showed the same numbers. The river boat or the river goat? You want to talk into the millions? Well, it's not into the millions, it's just all ones in different categories. 1.125, number of days in a year that there's not. This is how Saturn is. Here's your sun. Which way are the planets? The planets aren't all together. We're in a different planetarial race. 2 Venus, 4 Mars, 6 Saturn, and 8 Neptune are in one world. In fact, I think that the 8 Neptune, you see what happens with 8 Neptune is that the 9 birth in Pluto, the 7th gate is in Uranus, so the 7th gate has to pass through by some preliminary kind of moon from Pluto, bringing somebody into Neptune. Now Neptune might be just the electronic mind in which would go over and end up back in Saturn and inside of Mars in order to live our life, which is probably a good guess if I said inside of Jupiter. inside of Jupiter. The bodies, the pipes, the organs, the funerals and the marriages. CFL, NFL time. There's a certain time that doesn't count in here. Okay? And this actually shows us half of one time gets one team, half of the other team, and then man gets the full time of his timeout all by himself. But otherwise he's splitting up between offense and defense. This has to do with the time on the earth, the 52 weeks in a year, the amount of time lost, because Alpha Omega says I am first and last. That means he gets 2 days, you get 5 days. Already we're down to 260 days. But then he gives us some days back. But I guarantee you, by the time life is over, we went around the sun maybe once. The same thing for this. Here's your 2. Here's your 2. Here's your 3. Here's your 3. Here's your 2. The 2 connects on one side. The 3 connects on the other side. You have 3U or NE or just N, the letter, whatever you want. 2 and 3 have to come together the same way as 4 and 3 have to come together. You see this part over here? You lower this on here and you lower this on here, and they both move around and they twist the earth around because somehow earth is not the way we think it is. So we spoke about this. This is the betting patterns in roulette, and there's still a lot of work to do in here. You notice the way I put 1, 3, 1, 3? Because in all actuality, in the other world, it's 1, 3. In our world, it's 1, 3. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 3 is 4 is 8. 4, 2, and 4 from 4, 2, and 4 is 10. This is the 8 heaven of Jack. This is heaven's Jack. Don't forget, the captain goes down with the ship. Or doesn't he go into the lifeboat and help out everybody to survive? First he stays on the ship as long as he could, and he's in the master's deck. The master's deck of II Captain is right here. Somebody stepped in front of that captain and told him to go down with the ship. I want to know when it was II Captain that started this thing. When did II Captain come out? Tell me all about the captainships and all about the II. And one of the reasons for the II is because the deck looks like an H. And when you actually design this deck that looks like an H, here's your H, okay? But why don't I just say it's an I? Now I want to put a captain, I want to say II Captain. So I say II Captain. Now we got an O, a C, and a C. Now the captain's looking up from his eyes right over here. What's happening? There is no II, it's now C. But if you really take a look, in all actualities, we put a number 5 over here. And over here, we put a number 2. So what is this II Captain? C-O-C. This, it wouldn't matter because now we'll just turn it this way. It'll be the same thing. So we'll turn it back. 15 and 3 is 18. 15 and 3 is 18. 909. 789. 808. Why? Because the 7 card brings you into the 8th. You understand? Here and here, here and here, and then this. Here and here. Now you connect them all together. So this is your COC. This is 36, creation of man. Now whatever you do, this is what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just jumping off of one thing onto another thing. You don't mind? We're going to bring this into the multiple of 3. We're going to do it this way. 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9. This is the way Aleph connected. He connected the 3 worlds at once. A, E, and I. See this A, E, and I? Well, now I'm going to show you something else. See that 1 through 5 and 9? Calcium, bones, Uranus, CFL versus NFL, the piano from left to right, the 75, 57. Okay, so we're going to take this book away, and we're going to move this book. Just, you know what we're going to do? Let me move this. I have 4 pages that were, here's all my oil. You see the way this is? See the clam? There's a clam here and a clam here. There's an X here and an X over here. So my question is, because this is roulette, and roulette is wide this way for a certain distance, and then it's high. It's slightly bigger If you go 1, 2, 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, there's 12 numbers. But this side, this is the most you can get. And you get the X here. So when you put a chip on the X, you get 17 to 1 for each X. So that means you're actually getting 34 here. You could not make the square because it's not 4 positions. It's only 2 positions. 4 positions get an O, 2 positions get an X. There's no $20 bill here in Canada, and there's no $20 bill in the there's a $20 bill in Canada, and in Roman numerals. In Roman numerals, there's no $20 bill. Here's the wheels of the Tiger. This is the Volkswagen Rabbit. This is on the side. This is your 17 to 1s. These are 17 to 1s, but this is above and this is below. It means something different. These 17 to 1s are 2 X's into the 20 world, but these are not in the 20 world. This is the mind. This is the mind jive. It's 17 to 1, taking up a whole position. Then you have this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here. See the way they become clams? I can do this a little bit more. Do you know what I wanted to show you about this? Now that I showed you that, is this. Almost the same setup, except when I show you the above and below, I'm not showing you the sides. So when I show you above and below, it shows me the letter I, and at the same time, it's the letter H. H and I equal 9 and 8, 17. And the payoff for this or this is 17 to 1. It works out exactly to what its letter describes. And it's the same thing for over here. Here now you're betting on the I's. You're betting on the clam this way and the clam this way. I can put a clam now because I'm not betting in the other corners, and I'm getting full for my money just in case this one or this one comes in. We all know if this one comes in that we get 135, which becomes the ace. See him wearing the crown? This is the moose. This is this left side, this is the right side, and if you take a look, again, it's the I and H, each one with a twinkle in its eye. This is what it does. It does it all by itself. See, here's the full one when you bet on all the sides. Now, I'm going to take this and put it here. Here's my 1331. Do you know where that comes from? 11 times 11 times 11. See this 4774? I'm going to show you where this comes from. 5775 in the next coming Jewish New Year of 13 moons of 75075, which is intact, which is, first of all, this is 1331, 11 times 11 times 11 times 11. This is 1/4, which is 25, 1/4 of 6 of 1/4. This is the Mayans. This is what the Mayans say. Okay? 4774 is 62062 moons. 808 one more time. 35 and 12, 238, 62, I don't get 822. I do not know exactly where this is. I can tell you it is the moon, but I don't know where the numbers came from. I'd have to look at it again. 28, 7 by 4 is 28. 7 plus 4 is 11. So 7 times 4 is 28. 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 and 4 over here by 13 moons. When we talk about this, I know I'm going fast, and the reason I'm going like this, as I'm going to explain to you in a second, is that 828 or 100, 141 equals 3 times 41 equals, no, 3 times 47 equals 141. 282, which is double, is time heaven, which is the heaven created by Thor. Which, if you want to put it the other way, it would be creation heaven, Christ of heaven, I, 9 birth, of 3 and 9 and 4, earth, Mars, and the birth of the heaven's child of the creation of the Christ, the element of the Christ we lived in. This 28 is 7 times 4, 7 plus 4 equals 28 both ways, and 11 both ways. 11 and 11 is 22. 6 and 8 is 8 and 8, so it works out the same thing. 7 by 4 is 28. 11 and 11 is 22. So you have 28 and you have 22. This is what I want to find you. I want to find you this. This says win big on it. Monopoly. Remember number 41. From one Rubik's Cube to the next Rubik's Cube. This is Rubik's Cube. This is number 14 in the center. If I make another Rubik's Cube and go to the center, it'll be 27 more spaces. 14 is the first one, plus 27 equals 41. I'm in the middle of Rubik's Cube. I've jumped into this world. Okay, so this was the talisman. Here's what I'm going to show you here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, when you write down all the numbers, the first one says cat, dog, area, the gates of the area of birth. Do, re, mi, 9, 1 and 8, 9, 4, 7, 7, 4. So this here and this here are running into the same time. This here, 5 times 7 equals 35. 5 plus 7 equals 12. Is 47. Okay? Christ was born in 1551. He was born in 3757, Christ. Okay? Christ was born in 3757. We are now reaching 75, 57, 75. Same numbers. The year 2000, 2,000 years later, the same reverse numbers. It actually, they say 3760, but it's not 3760. You remember the plus 3 and the minus 3? This number 47 is what happens from 57. 47 comes from the expression of 88. 88. Also, there's only 2 letters in the alphabet in English that say 88, which is 8 and 11. 11, Ellie 11, brings you up to number 19. 8, 1, 1, which is actually 28, which is time, heaven, Thor, child, Rothschild, the Thor system and the Christ system. These people, if I have to believe this, they never died once in their life. They die and they come back right away into another body somehow. They have a body with their same DNA, all rated for them. The other thing I wanted to show you is this is the piano. Now when we look at the piano, when we start off calling the first one A as the call, we call every third one 131 instead of 313. A, E, B, F, D, A, E, B would be 1, 5, 9, 4, 9, 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 7, 9, 8. But 159, 4, 8. 159, 4, 9. I hope maybe this is a mistake. 159, 4, 9, 8, 4, 3, 7. So it starts to repeat it over here. 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9, 4, 8. So I take it, and what I'm doing is instead of going D first for a number, I go A. 1, mark 1, skip 3. Mark 1, skip 3. Right away, this is the DNA code for God. Right away, A, E, and I. But in this situation in the piano, instead of A, E, and I, it becomes A, E, and B. And what's funny about B is that this is still into the 7th house. All the way to, this starts again the 7th house. And in piano, okay, it's A and the 7th gate, G, and it's B and the 7th gate, G. A and G is 8, B and G is 9, and then you have B9. B9. What is this? What does it mean? Is it death? Is it death? Is that what it means? It's B9. It means it's some sort of germ that comes into this world, into our bodies. It grows our bodies, and it's destined for death. But while it's here, it'll work its mighty ass off to keep us alive. The immune system. So this is this part of the piano. The other part of the piano, okay, we did this do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, which comes out to 1, 8, 4, 7, 7, 4, 9. This is the first time I was trying to do it to repeat. You see 1, 4, 4, 7, 4. And it's not this one. It's not this one. It's this one over here. 4, 7, 7, 4. 5, 7 is 35. 5, 7 is 12 is 47. 4, 7, 7, 4. Now we're going to show you one more 4, 7, 7, 4. You want to see the other one, 4774? Okay, watch this. E-I-N-S-T-E-I-N. Okay? 5, 9, 5 plus 9 is 14N. 9E, 5I, well, whatever it is. But N14 equals 5. I equals 9. E equals 5. We have 595. Then we have S. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. S is 1. But we have to really keep this one at 19 because we have to run all two numbers. We have to run all two numbers for the reason that this is the 10 world and this is the 9. This is the 10 world and this is the 8. Or this is the 20 world and this is the 9. Or this is the 30 world and this is the 6. Or this is the 40 world and this is the 6. And this is the 50 world and this is the 6. Because you can't go to 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8, or 9 doesn't exist. 7 is a gate. 7 is a gate either on a male or a female or to let you into this world. The 8 is the area of life. 9 is the operator of life. All you run is 4, 5, and 6 with your head in the sky and on the ground. You got 8, 5, 8. You become 2 of 8. There's time, heaven, which is Thor, which is Roth, child. Because you are never older than 11 years old is the oldest you ever get. The sperm gets a little bit older because he has to operate in the other world. But really and truthfully, we're not more than 11 years old in all speculalities. Einstein over here is 5, 9, 5, 1, 2, 5, 9, 5. Because this is 1 and 2, and it's below 2, 3, and 4, we now add it together. So we have 5, 9, 5, 3, 5, 9, 5. We have this and we have this. This and this. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 by 9 is 45. 5 plus 9 is 14. 5 in this area, 9 in this area. What do you play? 6, 7, and 8. 21. What do you play? 6, 7, and 8. It's 21. 21 times 3 is 63. 21 and 3 is 63. Or we can go 21 plus 3 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 in the middle. 6, 3, 6. How do we get 6, 3, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's how to get 6, 3, 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 plus 8 is 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. So far so good. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. So far so good. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 and 7 is 9. We have the 2 world. We have the 1 world. We have the 7th gate. We have the 8th world within. This is how we know where we're going. Because we can't go higher and we can't go lower. We have to go exactly what it is. So this becomes 999, 333, 666, 999. Now we'll do it this way. 3 by 1 is 3. 3 by 2 is 6. 3 by 3 is 9. 3 by 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 3 times 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 and 7 is 9. Now what we do is we add them this way, then we add them this way, then we add them this way, then we add them this way. So when we add them this way, 9 and 9, this is 18. 9 and 9, this is 18. This is 18. This is 18. This is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 27. This is 18. This one is 9. 9, 18, 27. So now we have all the rows. 999, 999, 999. If we take only this one and this one together, and then we'd use this one and this one together, here we'd have 15 equaling to 6. Or 15. And this one would be 15 in the middle. Because the man in the middle gets to be used for everybody, but you can't go straight across. You go in, you get the man in the middle over here, and you come back. So if we do that, and this was 18, this was 18. This was no longer 18 in here. 9, 6, 3, 6, 6, 6, 9, 9, 9, 3, 3, 3. 9 and 6 is 15. 9, this one you can go across because there's no blocker. Only the 5 is the blocker. 9 and 6 is 15. This is 18. 9 and 6 is 15. 9, 9, 9 is 27. 6, 6, 6 is 18. 3, 3, 3 is 9. So 18, 15, 18, 15 is 9, 6, 9, 6. Which this one is F, if, if. We also can go to it, but we're not going there now. 18 is the letter R. 15 is the letter O. If we went to, this is 2 areas, so automatically it's the 20 world. The 20 is letter T of the time heaven. We already know it's time heaven, TH. Again, we got Thor. We have Rothschild. Why do we have Rothschild? Because this one here and this one here connect, making the L. Why do they connect? Because of this. 6, the opposite of 6 is 1. This one and this one connect. Then this one and this one, 9 and 3 is 12. 12 is the letter L. They connect. In the 4th row here is D. They connect in this row here is C. CLD, CHLD, because this one is 8 and 5, 13. This one is 7 and 6, 13. This is 9 and 4, 13. And this makes out the spell if I really want, but I'd have to do it a little bit deeper. But this is Rothschild in here because these 2 letters are O and R, and it says gold. It is gold. O and R is gold. That's what it is in French. It's gold. It's 33 to command in the creation of Christ. This always will come out as 3 times the numbers, 4 times the numbers, or bring it into the 7 world, bring it into the 10 world, bring it into the 13. You want to see something? Let's just do this. Let's pretend this is the 10 world. We're going to take over here 10, and we're going to take here 10. I minus 3 here and put it here, minus 3 here and put it here. I've got 16, 7, 7. I've got 1 and 6 dice with the 3 dice, with the 4 dice. Why? How come I don't have here? Because the only dice that go here is the number 5 and the number 2. The 5 and the 2. If you want to bring this into the opposition world, you would go 2 and 5 is 7. How would we get 8 into this? 2 and 6 would make 8. 5 and 3 would make 8. Now, I'm a little lost in my own self, but you have to go here by 6 and 3, and this is 3, and this is, whoop, where am I? This is 3, and this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 and 2 go here. 4 goes here. 3 goes over here. 1 goes over here. 6 goes over here. So you only do what you have. This is why 5 and 2 is in the center. So now you have 7, 7, and 16. So now you're in the 7 world, the 7 world. 1 and 6 is 7. But you also get the crisscross because you go 9 here, 13, 9 here is 13. So this ends up to be the 20 world of what you live. This world ends up getting, if I'm 9 is 16. This world ends up getting 7 is 13. So this would be 4, 7, 2. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It's not me. It seemed to have just worked out that way. Anyways, if somebody knows how to turn my camera back around the other way, there's other things to do. There's things that I missed. And if we were here in groups and we were able to write down and go back and look over to actually make a confirmation of whatever we do together, then it'd be so much easier than me just talking to you and showing you. And again, another thing, I put if and if. What about suffix or suffer or Suffolk County? Oh my shit, where'd that beard grow in from? Now I got to figure out whether or not I should keep it. You know, at one point I was shaving myself from head to toe because that's what the Spirit told me. It said, shave head to toe. Then it said, throw everything out. Then it says, make sure everything is clean. Anyways, before we go, this is what I'm going to do. This is a book that I picked up. It says green on it. The book talked to me in the first day. If you take a look at the book, there's somebody standing in the window. It says play detective. It says we are the heroes. So what I'm going to do from this book is I'm going to pick any page and I'm going to read it. And I'll try and explain it to you, and it's going to tell us something. It says, minutes later, we were all six in the office, and the doctor was looking at a video, and it said bande défilé, which means cartoons, and bande défilé cartoons also means the DNA. You observe, you're attentive, Mademoiselle Rose and Mr. Olive. Isn't that funny, Mr. Olive? We all live, because this, see this here? That's how we jumped into this world. Somehow the French world brought us in by jumping out of the ocean and jumping into this world on land. So whatever you ever heard that didn't happen in this life, how we were created, I turn it all around. Okay? When you go to the bathroom, that's the most important part of your day. It tells you everything that ever went in is coming out in the right style. Ipares terrorist, it says we're being terrorized. There's going to be a dead exchange in regards to what has been hidden. It is making the sign of Saint Antoine to stop reading of the two suspects. In big silence, the accompanying and the tension was making the heartbeat. We were found of a box of chocolates and Madame Rose. Remember the rose, how the rose works? The rose has pricks on it. So the rose are breaking little bubbles. For what reason are the little bubbles being broken? Is the little bubbles being broken and causing us disease? I will throw it away in front of you. Where will you throw it? In the garbage in the kitchen. All around Mr. Antoine. Mrs. Rose, she has just threw out something. She bangs the head down and signs an acquisition. She's going to find the box that he is ordained to. You turn to the new world of Madame Rose. You will get rid of the doctor en mangeant un. Did you hear that? It said, this is the second time it said it to me. So that by eating something, okay, I can get rid of the doctor. Madame Rose comes from Titanic. The letters of Titanic fit together as RMST and fit into the roulette board. It just fits into the roulette board. All of the letters fit. In fact, it goes A, D, G, A, D, G, A, D, G. That's what it says. Then it goes B, E, H, B, E, H, B, E, H, B, E, H. And then it goes C, F, I, 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 C, F, I. That's what the roulette table tells you, and it can document it a little bit differently if we're multiplying it by 3 or adding it to the 10 worlds, because we just repeat. After 9, you just repeat, and you just go up a world, into the 10, into the 20, and into the 30, and that's it. Because the 30 is the 60 is the 40, the 50 is the 50, and in order to make 6, you needed 1 and 5, or 2 and 3, and you can't go any higher than what's on this dice. So that means there's not 7 days a week, because the only way to get 7 days a week is to reconnect the 6th day with this one. And this day didn't start any days. In fact, this day cannot start until this day. So if you really want to know how many days a week, you can go from 3. And if you're using 2 dice, it's a different story. But you really only have 3 days a week, the way I see it. Maybe 4 to complete the 7. So maybe you have 3.5 days a week. So let's say, on average, we have 4 days a week. So by the end of the year, we could take off 3 days. 162 days come off. 152, 156 days come off. 365, let's say 366, we end up having 210 days a year maximum. And you know what it shows? It shows 21, which shows 1 dice cube, which is back to maybe a couple of days a year that we actually really have, that we're really living. The rest of it is being deleted by some cause. I don't know what the cause is, but 210 also stands when you add 1 to 15 and you play the game of pool. So the game of pool is telling us we only have 210, but because it's two sides to the game of pool, it's only 105, which is 5 times 21, which means you go around the same area 5 times, it seems like, in order to get 105. And 105 is a representation of Kansas City and the tornadoes. Why? Because Highway 70 and Highway 35 fit right there, and 1.5 times 70 equals to 35. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I wish you were all here, or I wish I was there. All, whoever it is, I pick no sides. We're all together. It's one team. Somebody's going to say something nasty. Somebody's going to say something good. And at the end, I'm more or less like a computer. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to continue on and make sure that everybody's just in formation. Because if we don't work together and we keep tilting the boat, when it tips over, there's no more group. So then no one's here. Not for you, not for me. I still have what I have. You still have what you have. But at the end, we will be together. We will be together, and there will be an end. And there will be a surprise dance and a party somewhere into next year, maybe into 2015, after this whole thing just turns over. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. How do you turn this TV around? Wow. Well, it won't shut off. Wow, it's so hard to move my mouse. Up is down is up, out is, oh, okay.